to the AT&T Center in San Antonio. Dallas and San Antonio will play a 5-minute overtime. Mavericks have already lost 2 players with fouls. Eric Dampier and Van Horn have fouled out. 5 on Josh Howard, 4 on Devin Harris, 3 on Dirk Nowitzki, 4 apiece. Tim Duncan, Michael Finley, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. A poor shooting 4th quarter for Dallas. They have a hot hand early on, hit their first 7 shots, 17 of their first 20. But they go 4 of 17 from the field. In the 4th quarter, San Antonio, 8 of 17. 9th OT game in postseason. That's a new NBA record. 9 overtime games.
And the lineup shuffle continues, Marv. Ginobili again chases down a loose ball, but Sagana Diop will start. Now, was he out there for just the tip or also to defend Tim Duncan? We'll see if Avery Johnson goes small when he gets a chance to substitute.
Duncan lost it, recovers, the tip, rebound shot. Diop did a good job. Sagana Diop, who goes 7 foot, 280 pounds, originally a first-round pick of the Cavaliers back in 2001, spent 4 years with Cleveland, emerged as a starter for Dallas in the second half of the season. Nice pass from Nowitzki. Howard scores, and Dallas recaptures the lead.
Great find from Nowitzki, who gets double-teamed. He senses that Ginobili is coming, looks for the open cutter, and that's Howard. Dallas off to the good start.
Ginobili goes right back to Duncan. Parker, yes. Tough angle shot over Nowitzki. Parker veering left and then pulls up to drain it.
But he knew he had the speed advantage with Nowitzki, so that 1 or 2 dribble move gave him enough space to get that shot off.
Game tied at 106. Diop set the screen. Diop from Terry, beautifully done. Screen and roll executed by the Dallas Mavericks.
What a find by Jason Terry, squeezing that pass through the defense. Diop's been a surprise here tonight offensively. 6 points in just 8 minutes.
Dallas with a 2-point edge. Traveling violation called on Duncan, backing his way on Diop.
Give Diop some credit, Marv. He did the old pull the chair out move. He had pressure on Duncan's back, released that pressure, and that caused Duncan to lose his balance a little bit.
Coming up on 3 minutes left in overtime. Good ball movement. Stackhouse. Yes. So Dallas has hit its last 4 shots, and they now lead 110-106. Ginobili went behind the back. Ginobili will go to the line. And let's see if it's Josh Howard. It's number 6. It is Howard. So he is the 3rd Maverick to foul out. Manu Ginobili to the line, and once again, here's Ernie Johnson back in Atlanta. All right, Ernie Ginobili knocks down the 2 free throws. The Dallas lead is 2.
And now Devin Harris has come into the ballgame for Howard, Marv. So if you're the Spurs, you double team Nowitzki, you make Harris beat you. Don't let Terry or Stackhouse get an open look.
However, Terry driving to the hoop is fouled. He was knocked down, and that'll put Terry at the line. Foul on Ginobili, that's number 5. So 2 shots for Terry, who hit his previous 2 at the line, and he's an 80% free throw shooter during the regular season. Strong game for Terry after serving that 1-game suspension. Point number 24 to Terry.
As you saw a moment ago on the graphic, Marv, this Dallas bench has come up so big tonight. Stackhouse with some huge buckets. Van Horn hit the 3 threes. And what about the resilience of this team? So difficult to break through a barrier. And how about Jerry Stackhouse, the jumper that gave Dallas the 4-point lead?
Thank you, Ernie. Just under 2.5 remaining. And this overtime with Dallas up by 3. And Jason Terry will go to the line for his second free throw. Mavericks looked like they were just going to blow out the Spurs, led by as many as 20. Shot 69%. In the first half, they came out firing, hit their first 7 shots, 17 of the first 20. Things turning in the second half, and for a brief time off a Manu Ginobili three-pointer, San Antonio did take the lead, but Dallas has come back. 3-point play by Nowitzki to tie the game at the end of regulation, and now the Mavs up by 4 points. Duncan. Jobs played it well. Duncan again not able to hit.
Boy, Sagana Job could be the unsung hero tonight for his work on Duncan late, which is ironic because Avery Johnson had gone away from Job after the last couple of games.
Just under 2 left in overtime. Stackhouse to the fade. Yes. Jerry Stackhouse with another big bucket. And it's been a bounce-back game for Stackhouse, who had been quiet the previous 2. Mavericks now lead by 6. Parker, nowhere to go. Lost it. Able to recover. Duncan. Strong move on John. 114-110 Dallas.
Still plenty of time if you're San Antonio. No need to foul. 1.5 minutes, but they must make stops. They've got Bowen on Nowitzki.
41 points for Duncan. Foul called on Bowen. Non-shooting foul.
Marv, Duncan recognizes the double is not coming, so go right at the rim and take it at Job. That's what you have to do against a shot blocker. You can't go away from a guy with a reach like that. You got to get your body on him, go right into him, and Duncan gets a shot over Job.
Five on the 24. Terry with another rainbow. Rebound Finley. This may be the possession of the series for San Antonio. Down by 4, less than a minute to go, and it's knocked out of bounds by Jump.
Question now, if you're Dallas, do you double on Duncan? Do you come? Do you help Jop? You're up 4, so you might want to just stay with the single coverage. Make sure you don't give up an open 3.
Spurs with 13 on the 24. Duncan came up short, the tip missed. Rebound Nowitzki, and Duncan comes up hobbling.
Sagana Jop. Remember that name, Marv, the unsung hero. He has made life very difficult on Duncan here in the overtime.
Now Dallas in no hurry on this possession. Playing the clock, down to 3 on the 24. Terry from deep. That was a 3-point attempt. Rebounded by Jock, slapped away by Bowen, and a foul. With 22 seconds to go in overtime. Foul on Bowen, that is number 5, and Jock to the line. A 54% free throw shooter during the regular season.
Well, look at that reach. Jock just getting his hand above Duncan's, and now he will go to the line for a couple of enormous free throws.
Tim Duncan in this overtime has had his difficulties, only 1 for his last 6. Although Duncan with 41 points has established a new playoff career high.
And Ori comes back into the ball game for rebounding purposes. San Antonio will call a timeout either way here.
Well, Jump hits 1 of 2, extends the Maverick lead to 5. 22.7 remaining in overtime. Timeout called by San Antonio. Well, the Dallas Mavericks are on the verge of getting over what has to be considered their personal playoff hump, being the San Antonio Spurs. And they can certainly relate to several other teams who were in a similar scenario. 1988, Pistons finally overtook the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Final Series. On to the title. 91, the Chicago Bulls got past the Pistons for the first time in the Eastern Conference Finals. That was the no handshake conclusion on the part of the Detroit Pistons. And in 2003, Spurs knocked off the 3-time defending champion Los Angeles Lakers in the West semis. Well, Dallas looking at 22 seconds remaining in overtime. They have a 5-point lead.
Well, Spurs need a quick score, obviously, and then go for the steal, but more than likely you have to foul, and that's a problem because Mavericks an excellent free throw shooting team at 78%. They've got plenty of guys to choose from. Nowitzki at 90%, Terry at 80, Stackhouse 88. But San Antonio, they've got to either go to Ginobili on the quick penetration or right into Duncan.
Ori looking to inbound, and Dick Pavetta with the call and a foul on Dallas.
And I believe that's going to be 1 free throw and the ball back, Marv, because the foul was committed before the ball was put into play.
It was Devin Harris. That's exactly what the call is. Finley to the line. Now that's a potential big turnaround play. Finley hits this free throw. It cuts it down to 4 plus possession.
Well, watch Harris here as he jumps out to switch and gets in the way of Finley. And where that may come into play, Marv, is at the other end. You put Dallas on the line. That puts a lot more pressure on them to make both free throws rather than just one.
Greg Popovich taking a timeout. So San Antonio with the advantage of the clock stopping. They get a point, and they have the ball. 115-111 Dallas. We'll be right back.